Ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome to the membership conferring ceremony here today at our home on Kildare Street. Welcome to all our new members and their guests. We're delighted to meet you all here today. This building captures and nurtures our heritage. Our Heritage Centre has attained museum status, an award that recognises our dedication to caring for our collections to the highest standards. We have ambitious plans to grow our museum and to open our rich heritage and medical history increasingly to the public and wider audience. All around you are the portraits, sculptures and items that reflect our central role in the history of medicine in Ireland and abroad. Today you join their ranks and join all of us on your lifelong journey and career through medicine. This is an exciting moment in your careers and one that you've earned through your hard work, determination and dedication, as well as the support of those around you, so well done. And now, before declaring the ceremony of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland open, may I introduce the platform party. We have Professor Ed McCone, who's Director of Education and Training, Dr. Louise Kine, Dean of the Faculty of Paediatrics, Professor Cecily Kelleher, Dean of the Faculty of Public Health Medicine, Professor Mary Higgins, who's Vice President, Professor Trevor Duffy, Director of Healthcare Leadership, and I'm Professor Michael Keane, I'm the Registrar of the College. This is a meeting of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland for the purpose of conferring membership, which I now declare open. With your permission, Vice President, I will now proceed with the conferring ceremony.
Please proceed.
I'll now ask all the licentiates and members to stand and to read with me the declaration for membership. Okay, so we'll read this together and you just need to insert your name. So I, insert your name, do hereby solemnly and sincerely promise that I will observe and obey the statutes, bylaws and regulations of this college relating to members, and will submit to such penalties as may be lawfully imposed for any neglect or infringement of them, including the erasure of my name from the list of members and the surrender of my diploma of membership received from the college. I further promise and declare that I will, to the best of my ability, do all things in the practice of my profession for the honour of the college and the good of the public. I further promise and declare that I will not keep open shop for the sale of medicines or endeavour to obtain practice or to attract public notice by any unworthy means, nor will I either permit or sanction the use of my name by any other person for such purpose, or in connection with any secret remedy. And in case of any doubt relative to the true meaning of this engagement, I promise to submit to the judgment of the College. I now call upon the Vice President, Professor Mary Higgins, to formally admit the new members of the College to membership.
I will now formally admit the new members of College to membership. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice President, I hereby admit you collectively as licentiates and members of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. Congratulations to you all.
Congratulations to all our new members. You may now be seated. And I'll ask each new member to come forward and receive your parchment as your name is called. Haifa Sir Al-Khatim Ahmed Abdallah, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Mohammed Al-Fatah Ahmed Hamid Adam, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Ahmed Sa Al-Araj, General Medicine. Anwar Ali Mohammed Al-Ashwali, General Medicine. Akbar Ali, Paediatrics. Shini Prem Alfonza Kanagashi Kamoni, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Sadia Anwar, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Amal Abdul Moniam Ahmad El-Imam, General Medicine. Rory Floyd, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Ka Man Go, General Medicine. Ruvan Mohammed Abdul Fattah Gohar, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Roshin Grayson, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Wafa Mansour Hazim, General Medicine. Boon Charan Hian, General Medicine. Aoife Hare, General Medicine. Zura Hussain, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Saima Javed Joia, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Sarah Siddiq Khan, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Alvina Khan, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Maysun Saleh Kadir, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Sarah Mohammed Abdallah Kiri, General Medicine. Ghazia Munawar, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Lubna Hassan Ahmed Osman, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Siuling Poon, General Medicine. Maureen Ryan, Pediatrics. Sharmeen Saeed, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Uzma Salman, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Joshil Selva Jothi, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Zaib Unisa, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Manju Rao Vanapali, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Abdul Zahir, General Medicine. The following candidates have been conferred in absentia, and I'll call their names out. Abdul Gawad Saeed Mohammed Ahmed Abdallah, General Medicine. Faiz bin Mashoud, General Medicine. Muhammad Shahada Mabada, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Hannah Abdallah Muhammad, General Medicine. Sarah Abdal Rahman Muhammad, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Doa Awad Muhammad, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Ibital El Sadiq Muhammad, General Medicine. Jawaria Pervaz Muhammad Akhtar, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Mustafa El Haj Muhammad, General Medicine. Mazin Shukrala Al Shafia Muhammad, General Medicine. Aber Salah Al-Din Muhammad, General Medicine. Muhammad Yahia Muhammad, General Medicine. Amal Fathi Muhammad Ali, General Medicine. Vinita Mohindra, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Muhammad Moshin, General Medicine. Mariam Abdul Hadi Musa, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Akramul Mustafa, General Medicine. Lemia Gamil Mutwali, General Medicine. Samina Naz Nagi, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Tabinda Nasir, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Walid Gami Mukbal Nasser, General Medicine. Amna Niazi, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Siti Asaya Nizar, General Medicine. Zuhal Muhammad Mukhtar Obid El Ray, Obstetrics and Gynecology. El Sharif El Khatim Muhammad Awad Omar, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Nora Salah Osman, Pediatrics. Shahid, General Medicine. Ishrad Hamid, General Medicine. Khalida Reman, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Navida Jelani, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Aza Atlarouf, Kalafala Asi, Obstetrics and Gynecology, and Alexander Michael Sellers, General Medicine. And it's especially nice to have Professor Cecily Kelleher here on the platform today, representing her son, Alexander Michael Sellers, who's receiving his membership in Absencia. And I now call on one of our trainees of the college, Dr. Roshin Grayson, to address you and the new members on behalf of the college.
Thank you, President, Vice President, Fellows and Members. It is an enormous pleasure to be here today and joining you in celebrating our graduation from RCPI. My name is Roshin Grayson and I'm a second-year BST training in Obstetrics and Gynecology. I'd firstly like to take this opportunity to thank a few people without whom I wouldn't be here. Thank you to the college for this lovely occasion. Thank you to my registrars, SPOs, consultants, midwives and the multidisciplinary team who helped us with exam preparation, but also every day, sharing their experiences, patience and knowledge since the day we began our medical journey. I'm particularly thankful to the Rotunda Hospital, where I've been fortunate enough to undertake my training to date, and I look forward to getting the opportunity to work in other centres throughout my training. My experience in assisting births started long before I ever crossed the threshold to a hospital. My first deliveries were mainly of the four-legged persuasion and under the watchful eye of my dad. I found nothing more exciting than being woken in the middle of the night to go help or see a delivery of a calf or goat. And my colleagues that I work with will tell you that excitement hasn't worn off just yet and hopefully will stay with me throughout my career. My parents have been my sounding board throughout my entire life, and I am eternally grateful for all their support. They supported me through my undergraduate science degree, so much so that my dad came to college with me, and also through graduate entry medicine, becoming very familiar with the M7 on the road to Limerick. Thank you very much to my family and friends who are always understanding of the rota of an NCHD, although less understanding regarding the many acronyms used to describe the various points of our training, and without hesitation will always boil the kettle if needed after a busy day. I'd like to thank my peers and now fellow members of the college, some of whom I've been fortunate to know since college and have had the pleasure of watching become incredible physicians and advocates for their patients. I'd specifically like to thank my partner Rory, who is also graduating today, and I'd also like to thank my study group who helped me prepare for my exams, both in content and moral support. Our study group sessions were never boring, filled with chats, tea, and a good debate, and if in doubt, we'll always recommend a marina. I'd like to thank our patients who were kind enough to help us practice for our clinical exams, despite being inpatients in hospital and are understandably worried regarding their own health and the well-being of their pregnancies. They were always so kind and sympathetic, more so sometimes than our examiners. I feel incredibly privileged to get to do our job and to be privy to such an important and intimate part of people's lives. We are very fortunate to have such excellent colleagues and friendships so early in our careers, and to have been present to see the changes in Irish legislation and our healthcare system for the better of women's health. Thank you to the college which we are now a part of, and I am delighted to become a member of the Royal College of Physicians today. I look forward to working with you all in the future. Long live and congratulations.
Thank you, Roshin. I now call on Professor Duffy, Director of Healthcare Leadership, to address you.
That was an excellent speech, Roshin, and it just reminds us how much of a family affair this business is. And you mentioned your graduation. I prefer to think this is not so much a graduation, but an entry right. You've joined a family that hopefully will be with you through the rest of your careers, through thick and thin. And I'd just like you to reflect. I suppose I'm here to speak on behalf of the Department of Healthcare Leadership and Professional Affairs. I'd just like you to reflect for a moment on what it means to become a member of this college and the oath you've taken and the leadership role that you will carry into the future. And with that in mind, I'd like to read you something if my eyesight allows me. This is from a paper I found many years ago when doing research involved trawling through piles of journals in the library physically. This was long before PubMed existed, believe it or not. And you used to happen upon articles just by chance. And this one I've kept with me because it struck a chord. And it's an essay from a group of deans of medical school in the US describing some of the challenges, some of the existential challenges they felt were facing young medical graduates in the early stages of their career. And as part of it, they had one of their brightest and best students write an essay when she was finishing. And I'd just like to read some passages to you for a minute from it. It says, "During the clinical years, life is brutal. People are rude, the hours are long, and there's always a test at the end. After a while, I reasoned that the most important thing I could do for my patients, for my fellow human beings, and for the future of medicine, as well as for me, was to assure myself some peaceful time. I made a point of hoarding my extra time for simple pleasures." And she goes on to say, I certainly understand now in a way that I never did before how people are able to change very little. In some sense, I think activism is futile. It isn't just that there will always be more to do. Sorry, now my eyesight really is failing me. It's that most projects are band-aid treatments and simply provide an opportunity to feel good about oneself that isn't justified. Furthermore, I've become numb. I just try to get through school in the hope that I'll move on to bigger and better things when I have more control over my circumstances. I was often too tired. I think if you just take a moment, that's incredibly bleak, isn't it? Okay. But we know that's not the profession we have entered. We all see something of ourselves in that. I certainly see something of myself. And there will be dark times. And it's in those dark times you have to remember the college. That's what the college is here for. You're now a member of this college, and we're here to support each other. And in the dark times, I want you to think back to this ceremony. There's a purpose to the pomp. It should sit in your mind as a reminder of why you're here. And you're here not because you passed an exam. You're here because of a set of values and a purpose and a belief in something bigger than yourselves. So take that with you. Enjoy today. And I wish you all the best for your future careers.
Thank you, Trevor. I now call on the Vice President, Professor Mary Higgins, to address you.
Guest members and fellows, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to number 6 Kildare Street. It's our home of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. Today is a day of great celebration. It is a milestone in your career, and it's a proud day for your families and friends who have supported you along the way. We are delighted to meet so many of our new members here today who join our network of over 11,000 doctors providing patient care and supporting healthcare services at home in Ireland and across the globe. You're becoming a member of a historic college. This was founded in 1654. The building we're in today in Kildare Street was led by Dominic Corrigan in 1864. Throughout the decades and centuries, the RCPI has been at the forefront of leading the sharing of skills and knowledge from one generation of specialist clinicians to the next. Medicine is a lifelong journey, and your college is here for you for the duration. The skills, the knowledge, the network you'll develop during your training here will be the launchpad for your career and future directions in life. We are a community of doctors. We lead innovation, we advocate for the best patient care and outcomes, and we support each other in what can be a very challenging and usually rewarding career. I fondly remember my MRCPI here at my family. It was a very special day, and the photos are still a reminder of this moment, so enjoy your time here and savour it. Passing the membership examination is a very significant achievement, and all the more so given that you've busy clinical jobs and have just passed through the pandemic. And it's a journey that's worth every step. Having the letters MRCPI after your name demonstrates that you have reached a standard of excellence that is trusted and recognised by employers across the world. I was in your shoes 18 years ago. I did my membership exam 17 days after my daughter was born, which in retrospect was probably madness. How I passed, I don't quite know. So I'm very much aware of the commitment, the hard work, the hours of study late in the night, and deferral of a social life that's involved in getting where you are. But I hope you agree it's all worth it in the end. because what you do makes a difference to patients' lives every day, and not many professions can say that. This week, we will welcome over 350 doctors from 20 countries being conferred, because we are truly an international college. And I'd like to thank all our examiners and boards, including Dr. Lucianne Behan, who's Director of Examinations for General Medicine, Dr. James Jameson, Prof. Cathy McHugh, Dr. Helen Toit, Dr. Ona Curran is Associate Dean of Examinations in Paediatrics. I'm going to thank myself as Chair of the Obstetrics and Gynecology Exam Board, but also Prof. Paul Byrne, Dr. Mark Hare and Dr. Nikhil Purandare, and of course all the staff in the exams office who do a huge amount of work behind the background that was very much appreciated by all of us. It's also my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to your guests who have come to celebrate this important milestone in your career. Thank you for all the cups of teas, for not slamming the doors even when you felt it, the emotional, the financial, the practical support from your parents, your siblings, your spouses, your partners, your children, your friends, the collegiality from your colleagues where you check in with each other when you're doing exams, you cross-cover calls, you look out for each other, you make sure that you can get study leave. That's all a key part of your success. Simply thank you for your support for getting everybody here today. Today, we're going to be passing the baton to you, to the next generation of members. The future of this college lies with you, and I hope all of you will become fellows in due course. You are our future leaders who will continue to shape our health service delivery over the next years and decades. Through this college, you can make a difference. I would also like to mention our fellows who joined us today to meet all of you and your families. Thanks to Dr. Mark Delgany and Prof. Anne Clark, who are members of the newly established RCPI Academy, for actively participating in these ceremonies and being ambassadors to the college. I would also like to take the opportunity to warmly welcome the new RCPI CEO, Audrey Houlihan, who started this week and is here with us today. We are very much looking forward to working with Audrey. This is your college. I encourage you to get involved with us. Our Healthcare Leadership Department, led by Prof. Duffy, is continuously developing opportunities to engage with us as an advocate, as a leader, as an examiner, and in the future as a trainer. You can share your research, you can get involved in improving at medical education and training, you can influence national health policy, you can raise standards of care, and you can help develop clinical guidelines. We are continuously refreshing and expanding our educational offerings that are tailored to your continuous professional development needs, and through our faculties and institute events, there are ample opportunities to visit us here and join in our activities. The next step of your journey will move on to HSD, the Higher Specialist Training, and indeed many of you are on Higher Specialist Training or will be starting in the next couple of weeks, and then gaining of a certificate of completion of specialist training, bringing you to the next stage of your career as a clinical leader. And in time, I hope you will become Fellows of the College, which is our highest award. I wish you all well in your personal missions. Follow your dreams. Be ambitious in your plans. Congratulations to all our new members. I wish you and all your guests a most enjoyable day.
Thank you, Mary. That completes the conferring ceremony for membership. We would ask guests to remain here in the Corrigan Hall while the group photograph for new members takes place out in the main entrance hall, and a reception will follow the group photograph next door here in the Graves Hall.